Settle in. What you're about to witness is not just a leap in military technology, but a transformation in the very nature of warfare itself. What we're about to discuss is both amazing and a little terrifying. The future of conflict is arriving faster than most of us ever imagined, and it's rewriting the rules of engagement before our eyes. Forget everything you know about tanks and soldiers. The days of muddy boots and roaring engines are fading into history, replaced by something far more advanced and far more unsettling. We're on the edge of a revolution that dwarfs the invention of the jet engine. This isn't just about faster machines or stronger armor. It's about a complete reimagining of how wars are fought and who or what does the fighting. Imagine a battlefield that's eerily quiet, no shouting, no chaos, just the hum of electric motors and the soft clatter of metal tracks. The silence is broken only by the whir of sensors and the distant thud of automated weaponry. The new face of conflict is orchestrated from air-conditioned rooms where soldiers have become technicians, and the front lines are now digital. Here, battles are waged with keyboards and joysticks, and decisions are made in milliseconds. At the heart of this seismic shift is China's new generation of unmanned robot tanks, machines that are redefining what it means to be a superpower on the battlefield. These aren't the diesel-belching beasts of old war films lumbering through mud and smoke. They're sleek, efficient, and almost eerily intelligent. They're a fusion of raw power, cutting-edge artificial intelligence, and remote-controlled lethality. Each one is a marvel of engineering, capable of making split-second decisions and executing complex maneuvers without a human inside. Every general and world leader is watching closely, aware that whoever masters this technology could tip the balance of global power for decades to come. This isn't just a new weapon, it's a story about the future of power, the ethics of war at the click of a mouse, and the profound questions we must answer as machines take on roles once reserved for humans. A technological marvel, a geopolitical puzzle, and a challenge to our very ideas of control and responsibility. Buckle up. We're about to dive deep into the world of these incredible machines, exploring how they work, why they matter, and what they mean for the future of warfare. You won't believe what they can do. The battlefield of tomorrow is here, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen. So, what exactly are we dealing with here? Let's break it down. Imagine a tank, one of the most iconic symbols of military power, completely reimagined for the digital age. No longer is it just a hulking machine of steel and firepower, but a sophisticated blend of robotics, artificial intelligence, and remote control. This is the future of armored warfare. An unmanned ground vehicle, UGV, is exactly what it sounds like. A tank with no one inside. There's no driver, no gunner, no commander sitting in cramped quarters. Instead, the entire vehicle is operated from afar, using advanced technology to do what once required a full crew. The crew compartment is gone, replaced by computers, sensors, and powerful processors. Where soldiers once sat, now there's only the hum of electronics and the quiet whir of servos. It's a ghost in the machine, but a very capable one. These tanks are designed to operate in the harshest environments, bristling with sensors that can see, hear, and even feel the battlefield in ways humans never could. Think of it as the world's most aggressive remote-controlled car, but on a scale and with a level of lethality that's hard to imagine. Operators can be thousands of miles away, piloting these machines from secure locations, safe from enemy fire. The operator sees and hears through the tank's sensors, controlling every move from a safe distance. High-definition cameras, thermal imaging, and sensitive microphones feed real-time data back to the control station, giving the operator a 360-degree view of the action. But it's not just a toy. These machines are packed with advanced AI. The onboard computers can process vast amounts of information in seconds, analyzing threats, identifying targets, and even predicting enemy movements. They can be programmed with complex missions, navigate autonomously across rough terrain, and adapt to changing battlefield conditions without waiting for human input. These tanks can make basic tactical decisions on their own, like choosing the safest route, avoiding obstacles, or even taking cover when under fire. The AI acts as a digital co-pilot, always alert and ready to assist. The human operator becomes more of a supervisor, overseeing the mission and stepping in only when necessary. This frees up soldiers to focus on strategy rather than the minute-to-minute operation of the vehicle. China's platform is a prime example, combining the raw power of a main battle tank with the precision, flexibility, and safety of a drone. It's a formidable force multiplier, capable of changing the balance on the battlefield, always ready, always alert, and able to go where no human would dare. These machines can enter hazardous zones, contaminated areas, or active combat without risking a single life. This isn't just an evolution, it's a total reinvention of the tank. The very concept of armored warfare is being rewritten before our eyes. As technology pushes the limits of what's possible, the battlefield will never be the same. With unmanned tanks leading the charge, the future of warfare is arriving faster than anyone could have predicted. For over 100 years, the very shape and soul of the tank was defined by one thing: the need to keep its human crew alive. Every inch of steel, every bolt and weld, was a compromise between firepower, mobility, and the safety of the soldiers inside. Designers had to think about how to shield the crew from bullets, shrapnel, and the chaos of the battlefield. The result? Massive, lumbering machines bristling with armor and packed with life support systems, escape hatches and cramped compartments for the crew to operate in. That meant thick, heavy armor, enormous engines to move all that weight, and endless engineering trade-offs. Tanks became symbols of brute force, but also of vulnerability, because inside there were always lives at stake. But now, imagine a revolution in design, a tank with no crew to protect. Suddenly, the old rules no longer apply. The entire concept of what a tank can be is up for reinvention. Without the need for life support seats or emergency exits, engineers can shrink the vehicle's size, lower its silhouette, and make it far harder to spot or hit on the battlefield. The tank becomes a smaller, sleeker, and more elusive predator. All the weight and space once reserved for people can now be used for extra armor, heavier weapons, or cutting-edge sensors. The result is a machine that's not just tougher, but also smarter and deadlier. China is leading the charge, building unmanned tanks from the ground up. These aren't just old tanks with the crew compartment ripped out. They're purpose-built, designed from scratch to be unmanned from day one. Every component, from the engine to the electronics, is optimized for remote or autonomous operation. The result? Unmanned tanks that are faster, more agile, and far stealthier than anything that's come before. They can dart across the battlefield, maneuver through tight spaces, and blend into their surroundings with ease. Their low profiles make them difficult to detect, and their compact size lets them slip through places traditional tanks could never go. They can hide behind obstacles, navigate urban environments, and take routes that would be impossible for larger, crewed vehicles. These machines are operated remotely by skilled crews sitting safely miles away, or even controlled by artificial intelligence. Operators can work in shifts, keeping the tanks active day and night regardless of weather or battlefield conditions. There's no risk of fatigue, no morale issues, and no need for rest. These tanks can keep moving, patrolling, and fighting long after human crews would have to stand down. The logistics of war are transformed. With no need to supply food, water, or medical care for a crew, support becomes simpler and more efficient. Unmanned tanks can be deployed in greater numbers with less risk and lower cost. This is the dawn of a new era in armored warfare, a relentless, tireless fighting machine that doesn't stop until the mission is done, changing the very nature of battle itself. The real magic isn't just in steel and firepower, it's in the tech that brings these machines to life. Operators sit in virtual cockpits, surrounded by real-time data from cameras, sensors, and radar. Secure, encrypted links keep the connection safe from jamming and hacking. But the game changer is AI. It acts as a co-pilot, handling navigation and obstacle avoidance. The operator focuses on tactics while the AI manages the rest. Machine learning means every mission makes the system smarter. identifying threats, predicting enemy moves, and even coordinating with other tanks. Swarm tactics? Absolutely. Multiple tanks can work together autonomously. The human provides judgment and final authority. The AI delivers speed and precision. This partnership makes the unmanned tank a true predator on the battlefield. At its core, a tank is a weapon platform. And these unmanned variants are next level. Without a human crew, they can mount more powerful weapons and operate in ways impossible for traditional tanks. Advanced autoloaders mean faster, more reliable firing. They carry a wide array of munitions, armor-piercing, high-explosive guided missiles, even surface-to-air options. AI-driven fire control tracks multiple targets, calculates firing solutions instantly, and prioritizes threats. Engagement is faster and more accurate than any human crew could manage. The unmanned design opens the door for experimental weapons. Think high-powered lasers or microwave cannons. These could disable enemy sensors or intercept incoming threats. The unmanned tank is a testbed for the weapons of tomorrow. These machines aren't just tanks, they're modular platforms, military Swiss Army knives on tracks. Swap out the turret, and you can turn one into a reconnaissance vehicle, a combat engineer, or a supply mule. Recon modules gather intelligence deep behind enemy lines, mapping positions and intercepting communications. Engineering modules clear mines or breach obstacles, dangerous jobs now done by robots. Logistics modules resupply troops under fire, removing humans from harm's way. Each module transforms the vehicle's role in minutes. The result, unmatched versatility and cost-effectiveness. The possibilities are limited only by imagination. Unmanned systems don't just change tactics, they change the very logic of war. With no human risk, the political barrier to conflict drops. Wars could become more frequent, fought by machines. Deterrence shifts. One side can absorb losses that would be unacceptable for the other. Armies must rethink doctrine, training, and force structure, or risk obsolescence. And the ethical questions are huge. Who's responsible if an autonomous tank makes a fatal mistake? The world is only beginning to grapple with these dilemmas. China's unmanned tanks have shocked the world, ending Western dominance in drone warfare. Now, the US, Europe, and others are racing to catch up, launching their own robotic combat programs. The new arms race isn't for nukes, it's for AI, secure networks, and robotics. In hotspots like the South China Sea, these machines could tip the balance of power. Unmanned tanks make previously unthinkable military scenarios possible. The speed of change is outpacing international rules and treaties. We're at a crossroads. Battlefields may soon be dominated by machines, with decisions further removed from human consequence. The world is watching, and holding its breath. There you have it. A future arriving faster than anyone expected. These aren't just tanks. They're intelligent, relentless, and changing everything. The advantage now goes to the side with the smartest algorithms, not just the biggest guns. China has fired the starting gun on a new technological race. Will this make the world safer or more dangerous? That's the question we all face. The future of security is being written right now. What do you think? Are robot tanks a brilliant innovation or a terrifying step? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.